Bella from the under-18s last year.
So a big job for her. Can the Lions get their season off to the start that they'd want? Making the first 2 grand finals, and we're underway. Quick clearance coming straight away for the GWS Giants. Ferrugia slung in a nice strong tackle. Sporting the mullet last year, has gone the braids this year. Lauren Arnell gets her first kick for a new club and hits up Sabrina Frederick-Traub, who Lynchy pointed out moments ago. Her kick
50
inside, and 50-metre penalty. Lynchy was it for... Well, you've been at Lions training this week, doing some work on the goal kicking with Sabrina. You're backing her in here?
Backing her in.
So Sabrina Frederick-Traub to give the Lions a start that they want, and
to hit the post.
Just slams it into the right post. So just the one behind. Another clearing kick just in hope. Virgo will take on the tackler, and Schmidt curls the ball back around, keeps it in nicely. Sabrina couldn't mark.
Got a Giants injury down over the boundary line. Might have been a dislocated elbow or a hyperextension of the elbow, in a lot of pain.
Sarah Ollie will be all over that for us. It looks like Schmidt, who was attempted the tackle moments ago on Sam Virgo.
And identify the options forward.
So a legend of the Gaelic game in Ireland, Cora Staunton, made a big impact last year, kicking 5 goals. Ariana Clark couldn't take it. Hard off the deck. Hicks couldn't get through. Bates could. Misses Zanchetta by hand.
Not sure
Beeson applies the pressure. Bates couldn't take it off the deck. Here's Bennett's, arcs around on the right boot, floats one. Bernardi had front spot, couldn't take it. Umpires pulled out a free kick, and I think it's going to Christina Bernardi directly in front of goal. So this could be the first goal of the game. Well, the practice match against the Lions a couple of weeks ago was her first ever game of AFL, and she gets a chance to make some history here, and she gets the Giants' first goal in this game. So the Giants have got a 5-point lead.
Amy Schmidt, she's been ruled out for the rest of the match by the Giants. Coach Alan McConnell has come down. He's flipping the magnets already. They're down a player for the entire match.
Oh, that did look nuts.
Schmidt out for the game. Umpire throws it up. Slapped down by Stevenson. Beeson first there. Fed it to Hicks. Hicks has a player back in. Bennett curls one around. Comes off hands.
This will be outside of range.
So she's going to hit up a beautiful pass to the leading Kate McCarthy. All Australian, wasn't happy with her season last year. She was the Lions' leading goal kicker in her first year, just the one last year. This one won't make the distance, goes all the way to the line. Post, McCarthy bearing down. Del Post goes to Zurika. Lutkins gets over the back. Gum's got to beat 2. Did well, Courtney Gum. Bounced up, kept her feet. Has a player running past in Staunton. This is good build-up from the Giants. Bernardi couldn't quite take the mark. Ariana Clark did well. There's Rika, unselfish. Hicks avoided one tackle. Quick snap on goal just to the left-hand side.
And Brisbane of any great note.
The Giants by 7 points. McKinnon won it down in the ruck, but only as far as Emily Bates. Long drive. Sabrina Frederick-Traub, #1 contested mark in the game, and she beat 2 on that occasion.
Now, well outside of range, so you've got to look for the shorter pass here.
She's looking for Wushner in the right forward pocket. It comes off hands, trickles over for just the one behind. Now, Swanson off the outside of the boot. Lutkins will lead in the foot race. She may let it go out. No, it'll sit up for her. She's confronted now. Back to Campbell.
Oh, that's
clever.
A good kick.
Arnell not so good on that kick. Bouncing ball to Sabrina. Can she collect it off the back? No, Wushner can. And threads through her first of the season, and the Lions as well. And she's levelled the scores here too.
That quarter time too.
Stevenson, always a long, direct kick of the footy. This one, no exception. Bonner got front spot. Umpires plucked out another free kick.
Yeah, push out in the marking contest.
Her second goal, if she's able to make good contact. And you saw the Gaelic one-handed drop there. Side forward 50. Lutkins tried to go off the deck again. Fighting hard, hands and knees. I believe it was Hicks. Got it to Beeson. Flying shot. Bouncing ball. How'll it go? Well, it went off break instead of leg break. Went in hard. Now went and got it again. Kept her feet. Stayed in the contest. And another long ball. Bernardi the target. Oh, that's a slips catch.
That's great, mate.
Desperation from the All-Australian from last year coming from Collingwood.
Good choices with their kicking too.
So Christina Bernardi will have to put this one left goal post and hope that it swings back. It doesn't make the distance in the end, so ball in dispute. The handball comes back to Bernardi. She goes one way then the other. Has a second crack. Bouncing ball. Virgo showed a little bit of poise in the panic. Looped the ball to Shani Webb. Spending some time in defence this year. She goes far side looking for Gabby Collingwood. Confronted by Del Post. Collingwood wraps her up in a tackle. Hard here. Evades Shani Webb. going in to win it again. It was Elise Parker, got it to Gum. That kick went off the outside rather than the inside, but it's going to pay off for them. Cora Staunton has been involved in everything in this second term.
The kick after the siren, so play the Cora Staunton rule. So Cora can actually kick it check side if she wants to.
I'll tell you what, that looks very, very good off the boot. She kicked 5 goals last year, and she has her first for NAB AFLW Season 3. To beat Bernardi and Ferrugia bearing down. It'll sit up nicely for Campbell. Normally a really good use of the footy, and that's no exception to Jess Wushner.
Probably the best kick in the team. 50-metre penalty.
That's 3 for the game now. We've seen
massive penalty.
And of course, we know that Jess Wushner loves a goal, and you've worked with her during the week. She is a very good set shot for goal and shouldn't make any mistake, you'd think, from here, Lynchy.
No, she shouldn't from the goal line. She has a natural left footer's arc, and sometimes she gets a bit too structured and tries to run in straight. I think you've got to be true to your natural kicking action, and hers is to swing out to the left slightly.
So Wushner, from pretty much point-blank range, to get them back within 1 point, and she makes no mistake, and there's the trademark celebration for Jess Wushner. Lions get the first of the second half.
I thought we were going to have another long point there for a minute when she took that out on 50, but 50-metre penalty put her right in front to get it done.
Reading it beautifully off the deck was Yvonne Bonner. And it goes around the body, Gaelic style. Now, here's an interesting setup. Campbell's read it best off the boot. Bernardi, we know, has got pace to close her down. Was that in the back? Umpire said no. Bernardi keeps her feet. Wobbles 1 goal square. Great individual effort by Christina Bernardi. And from Zilke to Sabrina Frederick-Traub. And Sabrina starting to get herself involved. Arcs around at the back of the pack. Arnell couldn't reel it in. Ball into Spirit. Wushner clever off the deck. Was it touched? We'll wait and see. No, Wushner gets her third, and again it brings the margin back to 1 point. Lions stay in the hunt. Just carrying the load up forward for the Brisbane Lions, and again that margin now back to 1 point, and you just get the sense that the Lions midfield now, Lynchy, has just started to maybe get on top in the clearance. Bennett's back to Del Pos, it'll high up and under. Got to sit under it, was Nicola Barr, couldn't rein that in. In fact, it was Alicia Eva and the stacks on the mill.
Players like Wush and Sabs can get on the end.
Big thanks to Lauren Arnell. Good luck for the rest of the game as the Lions go back inside forward 50. Or Wushner only ever needs half a chance. So too Kate McCarthy. And it's just gone to the right-hand side.
Lions.
Yeah, the Lions have really lifted their running too. You can even see with the players coming on and off the bench here, like the Lions girls are herring off the ground, trying to get off as quickly as possible, get their rotations.
Oh, Sabrina stayed down and can bounce one round the corner. The Lions got the lead. Yes, they have. They've been behind for most of this game, and Sabrina Frederick-Traub puts them in front by 1 goal. Well, here's Paige Parker, loves to run and carry. The kick's going to pay off on this occasion. I don't know if she was aiming for Sabrina, but she's found her. Oh, now here we go. This is a situation that Kate McCarthy likes the best. In a foot race, rarely beaten. Nicola Barr did well. McCarthy has to go off the deck, and the siren's going to beat them both. Exciting finish to this first half. I don't think either player realised the siren had gone. McCarthy's claiming the goal, but it won't matter. Wry smile on the face. That was the siren. Virgo. Bates has covered some real territory. Goes into the middle. Exxon, you heard it from Alistair Lynch. That's a fantastic option. Bouncing ball, Exxon takes on Gum. Didn't get around her moments ago, this time does. Bounces one to the goal square. Giants have got the numbers there. Pepper Randall sees it over for 1 behind, but Bonner again. That's a clever handball. Alicia Eva, always a good user. Gum kept her feed. Can she get clear? Hurried kick. It'll bounce to the top of the square. It goes left instead of right. Bernardi slapped it back into the path of Staunton. Takes on the tackler. Oh, that's an incredible goal. Beautifully done by Cora Staunton. Kicked the Giants' goal of the year last year, and there's her contender this year. Now in the middle of the ground. Giants, it's all opened up for them.
3-on-1.
How will it sit for Bonner? This is important contest here, Campbell. Oh, Bonner, look at the sidestep, but didn't know that Shani Webb, she got tangled up in Shani Webb.
1 goal or less.
Wardlaw did well to compete. Gum was able to shovel out a handball. Elise Parker left it behind. Good tackle from Exxon. Beeson emerges with it. Stevenson goes one way, then the other. Has a player free in Bennett. Which way will this bounce? Player getting back again. That's about the 3rd time Shannon Campbell's done that. Ginnon got it front spot. Oh, that's clever from Wushner. Releases Anderson. Works it round the body. Here comes Sabrina. What a gather. Now McCarthy, has she got a little bit of space to work into? Oh, this ball's curling. Just didn't get enough on it, and Monaghan tripped at the crucial time.
Waiting for this ball.
Collier goes up the line. Cora Staunton was the target. Zarika collects off the deck and then collected by a couple of Lions with 30 seconds to play.
Experienced ex-Carlton captain going back just to shore up the defence of Brisbane.
Oh, Virgo lost it. Could have been a free kick against. Umpires put the whistle away. They pile in on top of it again. And
She was beautifully positioned back there.
McKinnon won it down. Wardlaw went under her feet. Zarika again on the bottom of another pack. Can't get it clear. You would think that might be it, but we've still got 7 seconds to play, Beck Goddard, and anything can happen.
It's McKinnon for the tap over the top. Just get out of this congestion.
So it all comes down to this stoppage. Heard from Alistair Lynch. Oh, players colliding there. Here comes Staunton. She's had a ripping game. This is crucial at the back of the pack. There goes the siren. Players again slow to hear it, but the Lions have hung on in another thriller in NAB AFLW 3 round 1. They win it by 2 points.